congratulations.
Thank you.
Have to tell you, scared the crap out of me, so congratulations.
Good.
You did your job. Very, very scary book. It actually won awards for being extremely scary. Had you both read it? Had you known about it before you even got this?
I'm embarrassed at this moment.
No, none of those. I'd never heard of the book because I'm not really keyed into that kind of genre of literature, horror literature. And I didn't read the book in doing the film because there is elements of the book that aren't in the film and vice versa. And I think I don't know to speak for all of us, but I wanted to approach it as a piece of work unto itself and not be too influenced by the book, even though we have a lot to thank the writer of the book for, obviously. Yeah. But it's definitely a standalone thing.
Yeah, I was very much the same. If you read the book, you might start, thinking about things in the book. I prefer to just have a fresh start and create my own sort of backstory to the character using the director as a reference as well, and that's where I started from very much.
And I have to say, you guys all it's 4 friends, college friends, haven't seen each other for a while. There's a reason why you're getting together. But I love how it starts off like, you're all going camping, and then the bond starts to unravel. And I wanted to know what it was like for the 4 of you to start off kind of as the friends, and then where it goes, and how that all came to be, and what it was like on set developing that change.
Well, it's always a tricky thing when you do films because generally they're not shot chronologically. So actually, the stuff at the beginning of the movie when we're all great friends in the bar and stuff before that terrible incident happens, that was shot right at the end of the film, which was a blessing in a way because it meant that we were all very comfortable with each other. So when we came to shooting that happy, matey sequence, it came quite easily. So the challenge in tracking the character developments always comes in shooting something out of order and mapping where you are in each scene, of which you rely on the director for and the script supervisor. Actually, you say to the script supervisor, where have we just come from, where are we now? You just have to have a very deep and acute understanding of the script as a whole.
Right.
So that's always something that's part of my process as an actor is reading the script over and over and over again and seeing it as a whole piece, so I am able to shoot it out of order and then easily key into where you are emotionally and dynamically with the other members of the group.
And it's all about facing your demons within. Was that kind of a, not just real demons, but your demons? So what was it like for you to evolve into that kind of a character?
Yeah, it was because Hutch is he's the self-appointed group leader. He's very confident in himself and his ability, so he very much is the guy who's coercing these guys to this trip. I can imagine it's a little homage.
Yeah, it really is all your fault,
Yeah. And then it's him who wants to do the shortcut because he's got this belief in himself. Yeah. And then him that also refuses when things are going wrong to listen to other people, but also to listen to himself or his doubts. He just plows on because the way he is as a male, he will refuse to admit he's wrong until right at the death. So to see him go from this kind of very confident leader to essentially someone who's broken in the very last scene that we share together, and handing over responsibility and relinquishing it, was quite a fascinating journey to play, to see him unravel like that. The guy you would maybe, arguably, the audience would expect to be the guy to triumph in them situations, ironically becomes the guy who loses the most, I think.
Yeah. What do you think is needed to make a really good scary film? What's the most important element?
Rafe
Spall. Well, that's besides the point, but what element do you think, what makes you jump in a film?
I think
it's what you don't see for me.
Absolutely. Yeah. The unseen, but also I think that the film needs to exist as were you to take the supernatural elements away, it would still be able to hold up as a film. So this could just be a movie about a group of guys exploring their friendship at the point of their lives they're at now, after this terrible incident happening. It needs, because that is identifiable with well-drawn, real characters that pull us in. In Jaws, it's those wonderful character dynamics which are more important than the beast, than the monster. Which is the case with many great horror films.
Aliens, the same. The first Alien, you don't see the creature for over an hour and a half, and that's the scariest point.
The thing that's compelling about Alien is that it's truckers in space, basically, and this is a group of guys who are exploring masculinity in some way and male friendship. So for it to be identifiable And then I think original imagery, things that you could never conceive in your brain, like a quadruped Norse god.
Yeah.
It's an original monster. It's things that you've never seen or imagined in your mind's eye that you are realised on screen.
Yeah.
That heady mix.
Yeah, Robert, sorry, apologies, but I have to mention Downton Abbey because, hugest fan, never missed an episode. And I have to tell you, Barrow was one of my favorite characters. I know he had his ups and downs, but you were amazing on that show, really, the way it went. And I, was it hard to say goodbye to everybody at the end of that? Because here in Canada, it's seriously, people still watch it, it's crazy on Netflix and stuff. So
I wouldn't say it was hard because I'm quite soulless in that respect, but it was weird and bizarre. Do you know what I mean? Because something that it was like a comfort blanket, and then it's not there. Was kind of a bizarre thought, but then it's good because then it brings in the fear factor and the uncertainty, which, fight or flight, you got to thrive on. So and you're on to new pastures, and to see where we all end up will be interesting.
Yeah, no, for sure. And Rafe, we're going to see you in the new Jurassic World. I mean, that's kind of cool.
Very cool. Let's hope I've not been cut out. Let's hope you all see me in it. Yeah, it was great. Directed by a brilliant genre director, a guy called J.A. Bayona, who's directed lots of wonderful films in the last 10 years. And yeah, man, let's hope it's great. I think people will enjoy it.
But being eaten by a dinosaur is cool too. So whatever.
Yeah, but
no one said he got eaten by a dinosaur.
No one said I've been eaten by a dinosaur. No one said that. Don't try and trick me
Don't
into
put words
that.
in his mouth.
What do you mean?
Well, stop. We'll nip that in the bud. I was on you too. Got your back there,
how do you know I don't eat a dinosaur?
Yeah.
You guys are terrific in this film. Really, I
Thank you.
really did enjoy it. And,
Thanks so much.
Thanks for bringing it to TIFF, and great having a chance to talk to you.
Great
Thank you
to
so
be
much.
here.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you.